Hi, my babies. I just want to do a 24-hour message per usual. If this doesn't apply to you, sit right with you. You don't want to hear what I have to say, that is okay. I will be back some other time. And like I said, with 24-hour messages, use discernment and make sure the signs and synchronicities around you fit with this. Okie dokie. All right. 24 hours. What's going on for this beautiful collective? Yep, as I said that, my right ear is ringing right now. 5 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Whoa. And at the bottom of the deck, I got the Ace of Cups in reverse. Well, somebody's about to feel sorry. And usually, like, as bad as it sounds, I always say this. Sometimes as readers, I always say the number one question a lot of times, or top questions I get as a reader, is do they regret what they've done to me? Do they regret how remorseful someone, has done to me? And 9 times out of 10, the hard answer is no, because people know what they're doing. And deep down, a lot of people don't regret when they discard you, because in their mind, and whether you agree with it or not, in their mind, there's something better, or they just don't want it. And it's same thing to do with this reading a little bit, except I do feel like there is regret surfacing up for this collective, and I'm not, there is somebody having regrets over you. I'm sorry. But I will say it's not in the way I think that you think it's coming from. It's not coming from a place of, oh my gosh, what have I done? I messed the best person ever, blah, blah, blah. No. There is something about, there are different layers of regret. What are they really sorry about? Because I don't think that they are sorry for the full package. And with the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like this is somebody that there's been time, for one, that has passed through. For some reason, I'm picking up immediately Aquarius season. I don't know if something happened around Aquarius season. Maybe that's one of your birthdays. Take that again. I'm going into detail for a reason, okay? I'm picking up Aquarius season. Something happened. Immediately somebody moved on. Whatever that means. Again, it's a very general read, so whatever this is applying about. And I think just now things are hitting them. And I understand like certain emotions hit people at different times, but that's where I'm saying, yes, they regret, but not in the way they think. For one, if they left you behind in the dirt and you crying like in the middle of nowhere, sobbing over like cups that have been spilled, and they watched you be in pain and still slept at night, moved on, whatever that means for this collective, no, they don't feel sorry for what they've done. Odds are, if I bet money of what has happened, they've lost something. Isn't that how it usually goes? Because I don't feel like they're sorry for the full package. They're sorry because there's something to do with time has gone on. Let me see more. What are they sorry about? What are they sorry about? Page of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse. At the bottom of the deck. I will say this. There is somebody that did not take you seriously, clearly. This was somebody with that Page of Pentacles in reverse. That's somebody that literally took you and just went easily. And I'm sorry that happened. But I think that is something maybe this person or this situation's reflecting on, is how easy they were just able to piece out on that. They didn't see you correctly. They didn't see your worth. They didn't. What else are they sorry about? And then I'm going to get into what's coming in the 24 hours about this. Yeah, 10 of Cups in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. This is going to be really blunt. And I'm so sorry. And like I said, this is, if you're somebody that's easily triggered, please scroll. Okay. But I feel like there is I will say there is some form of communication. I do feel like that is coming, or you're going to hear something. But I think the problem is sometimes when we crave apologies or we crave closure, There's nothing wrong with that if we need that to heal ourselves. But the problem is we lead with expectation. I feel like this collective, maybe you've sat with this under your wing about what they could possibly say to you, or how are they going to approach you? How are you going to approach the situation? In a lot of ways, I think you have had in your mind a lot of control on what this person may say to you someday. And if I'm going to be honest, I think this person regrets the way they treated you. They don't regret throwing you away, because they didn't see, if somebody again is able to pick you up and go, that's it, that's your closure. If they were able to peace out on this for, as quick as they did, that's your closure, unfortunately. And I feel like whatever's coming in 24 hours, it will, and I will see how this is coming in. There's clear, like I said, I'll get into that. It's going to be bittersweet. Again, I think you've had time to process this. I'm not saying it's not going to hurt, but you're going to hear something of, I think this person was kind of cruel to you. I'm going to be honest. I think this person really was maybe mean to you. They really were cold, and maybe they really did leave you behind as if you were, dirt, and like they treated other things or other people like, and like with that 10 of Cups in reverse, I'm hearing this could be your own family member that is doing this to you, because I'm literally seeing somebody just discard you. It's been painful. But again, I feel like with this collective, you've been sitting in this 5 of Cups energy for maybe a minute. And then again, there's nothing wrong with that, because you're healing. And that's what the beautiful part about the spread is. And this is not meant to hurt you. This is meant to liberate you. You've been sitting in this mind frame, like I said, for a minute of how are they going to apologize to me? Are they going to be on their knees? Are they going to be beg? That's why I try to tell people stop having expectations when it comes to future outcomes. Because most of the time when it comes to the term of do they regret what they've done, 9 times out of 10, no, they don't. Why now? Let me see why now. Why now? Why is something shifted now for this person to be like, oh my gosh, 6 of Wands? Because again, that's what I'm saying. Something happened in Aquarius season. I know that's within this year, but it hasn't been that long a time. Whatever they discarded you for, they got their victory, and I think they lost their own game. What they've done to you is crappy. But I will say, as bad as it sounds, but I feel like this person also looked at you as a short-term success. I don't think this person puts you in a negative light. I don't think they talk bad about you or anything like that. But as far as future plans with you, of being involved in their life, I'm going to be honest, they really don't. It's very lackluster. It's very detached. They just feel bad for the way they treated you. And especially if I see this collective, you were as kind as you were, I think this person feels awful about the way they specifically talked to you. I don't think this person talked to you the kindest. And you shouldn't want 2 of Cups in reverse. That's what I'm saying. You shouldn't even want this bad. If someone treated you cruelly the way I think they did, what is coming now in 24 hours? How is this coming through? How is this all coming through? 8 of Pentacles. Okay. Wow. And then the 4 of Swords, and then the 8 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, I think you will receive some form of communication. Again, use discernment. If you don't want this, like, ignore it. Again, this is not like you must hear about them. No, but I do feel like this person is consumed over you. I will say that. I always say when we're consumed over emotion for so long, eventually we're going to burst. I think this person's been sitting with this for a minute, and I think there is something about they want to clear the air. But this is where I kind of feel that lenient edge about that apology or regret, because I'm going to be honest, they're only doing it with that 4 of Swords for selfish reasons. They're not doing this to set you free. They're doing this to set themselves free. And that's not fair. What you do with this conversation, that's up to you. That's not what this reading's about. I'm just telling you I'm just the messenger, baby, okay? But you got some form of communication coming in. My advice is do not have this crazy expectation of what could pop out of this person's mouth. It may be strictly bare minimum basis. That's what I'm saying. I think that you've always hoped for this person to work on themselves, and they regret everything they've done to you, and they want to fix it, and 8 of Swords, that's what I'm saying. Hangman in reverse, it may be very blunt, and I'm going to be honest, this person may be blunt to you. If you choose to talk to this person, they may say, hey, either I don't want this back, or I'm just doing this for closure, or Again, it's kind of, I'm also hearing that term of don't ask questions if you don't want to hear the answer to. That's where I'm saying this reading could be very triggering. This conversation could be triggering because this person may be honest and be like, whoa, because there's not too much emotional depth here. Whatever this reading's applying about. Let me do one more for you, babies. 10 of Wands in reverse. That's where I'm saying, as bad as it sounds, I think this person's doing it for their own benefit, not for yours, because they didn't care however long Aquarius season when this happened. They didn't care. Have a good night, baby.